Despicable Me has just been released into Italian cinemas, but it has already a success all over the world. How was the sequel faced? Which aspects did you try to develop?
So, for sure we have some huge expectation for the second one. That's why we worked a lot on the story and developed some new characters in this movie to have the best emotional story in Despicable Me 2, sorry. So from the Despicable Me 1 to Despicable Me 2, we introduced two new characters and some kind of new minions too, with a nice story for Gru, and also we focus on the little girls, and especially Agnes has a strong role in the movie for the emotion.
The first movie is characterized by a lot of creativity, but it's sure that minions are one of these aspects that remain most in the public's heart. Can you tell us about their creation?
So I think the minions at the beginning have been created by a crew. Pierre Coffin, which is one of the directors, and Chris Renaud. Talk together about Gru and who will be around Gru in the story. Who Gru will need to have a story, how he's going to realize whatever, robbing something, the moon or whatever. And another guy called Eric Guillon, which is an artistic director. He makes some concept of this guy all around. At the beginning, I think it was kind of robots or stuff like that, and these three guys and maybe some other talk together to okay, they should be like that. Maybe we can do that, and they become yellow and like an egg. so it's yeah, it was a process of creativity.
Even if they are simple, each minion is able to show its personality. How do you work to point out the difference of each character?
So they are really similar in shape, you're right. One is a little bit longer, we have different kind of haircuts, but it's not really what makes them different. That's the way we animated them. Just like other characters, give them some feelings or action. Kevin is a little bit, the long one is a little bit different from Bob, the small and short guy, and they are not doing exactly the same kind of gag. When it's a crowd, it's a little bit Minions crowd. It's everyone is a little bit silly or doing stupid stuff. But when you have three main guys, let's say four, that we animate a little bit differently to feel the difference between them.
You are going to realize a spin-off about Minions by 2015. How will the project be phased? What are the differences between Despicable Me and its sequel?
So a Minions movie for sure will be is very interesting to work on, because these Minions characters are not really speaking, and you have to transmit the emotion, understand the story. So you will have some new characters, but we will follow the goal of these Minions. And I was explaining before, we will follow mainly some of them and go through their story, their goal, and so it's going to be different from Despicable Me before, and really about the Minions and how they want to do, and they are going to meet some new character, of course.
And what is your opinion about stereoscopy? Do you support 3D technique, or do you think that in some cases it would be unnecessary?
That's a good question, because it has to be very well done to be appreciated and interesting for a story, and we work very hard to get the best result in stereoscopy. We are really careful about how kids can see a stereoscopic movie, because the distance between the eyes is not the same for the kids and for the adult. Adult it's 5 centimeters, a kid it's smaller, so we are careful to not doing too much stereo, for strong stereo for too long time. So we have stereo moment, and after it's a little bit less, then we have some nice establishing shot with a lot of depth. When you want to tell something in the story, you can use that. and we have also some little bit of action with depth in the theater space coming to you. That's what you have at the end of the movie. It's quite funny, you know, this little joke during the credits. You have a lot of stereo gags, and John Benson, which is the stereographer of the movie, is really careful of the stereo. We are working right at the beginning in rough layout before animation in camera staging. We already set up the camera in stereo for to get a first pass. Then in animation we'll readjust. Then in compositing we check everything to have the best feeling possible. Each eye, when you have a difference between one eye, the left eye and the right eye, it can be very painful for the eyes. We fix all the bugs, make sure everything is clear, and everybody will enjoy without saying, oh, something looks strange. That's all. Sorry, I took a little bit of time on stereo.